Public advocate Jumaane Williams hitting back at Mayor Eric Adams after Adams called out Williams for sponsoring the How Many Stops Act.
Lizette Nunez joins us live from City Hall with more on the war of words between the two. Good morning, Lizette.
Good morning, Dan and Tishani. And this all came about shortly after the latest crime stats came out from the city. So when we look at a big picture here, we did see that crime overall did go down in some of the major areas when we're talking shootings and murders, and the mayor attributing it to precision policing and placing officers in those high crime neighborhoods. Now, we do know that Mayor Adams and also public advocate Jumaane Williams don't typically see eye to eye when it comes to public safety, and that led to a war of words.
New York City remains the safest big city in America. What these numbers tells us is that we are turning the corner on crime in the city.
Mayor Adams touting the latest crime stats, but that's not the full picture. From 2022 to 2023, murders were down 12%. Shootings decreased 25%. Subway crime dropped 2.6%. Robberies were down 10.5%. However, grand larceny auto crime rose by 15% and felony assault increased by more than 6%, which police say is tied to an increase in domestic violence and assaults against officers.
Things we struggled with last year, felony assaults. When you look at the increase in felony assaults, it's really tied to two categories. Unfortunately, domestic violence. We saw an increase in felony assaults, but we did see over a 90% arrest to every felony assault with a domestic violence victim.
Adams says more work still needs to be done, particularly when it comes to repeat offenders. The mayor blaming bail reform and what he calls a small group of elected officials who have passed bills that he believes work against police and public safety, calling out to New York City public advocate Jumaane Williams, who sponsored a bill that would require police to record every time they stop a civilian as part of an investigation. The bill passed City Council a few weeks ago.
I find it astonishing. We have a public advocate who pushed for this police bill. He lives in a fort. He lives in a fort. He doesn't take the subway. I mean, so to be able to advocate to erode the ability of police to do protection when you have an entire army protecting your family and you drive around with police protection. And I don't know when the last time he was on the subway system.
The public advocate fired back at Adams.
What I heard today really sounded like a 5-year-old throwing a temper tantrum, grabbing at straws because he didn't get what he wanted. Our city needs not a bratty 5-year-old. They need a leader right now. And my hope is that Eric will decide to be that leader and step up.
So let's talk shoplifting real quickly. So this might come as a surprise. There was a decrease in complaints. I should say about 4,500 less complaints compared to this same time last year. And what police are encouraging store owners is just to continue calling police in the event they do witness shoplifting inside their store. That's the latest here from City Hall. We'll send things back inside.
Lizette, thank you.